Hola mis serenitas, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Chiquita Serenita, and today we're doing Colourpop times Powerpuff Girls. Yeah! So I grew up watching this show. I'm a huge freaking fan, like no joke. And Buttercup was my bee. I love that girl to bits, okay? I even had these little miniature dolls. I still have some thrown around the house somewhere. Of each one of the girls that I would give to my friend, since my first baby was born, okay? That was 16 years ago. My first baby was born. She's about to be 17 on Friday. And I let her play with those dolls, and I was always showing her the show and stuff like that, so she would, she knows who they are. So when I told her that it was coming, she was like, oh wow. I said, yeah, I'm getting it, man. And I was like, no joke. So the packaging of the palette comes like this. I don't like this cutout, honestly. It's not my thing. I feel like for someone like me who collects the actual casing of every palette, I'm worried that one day my daughter's just going to come and rip this right off. So that makes me anxious. I don't like that little cutout thing, but pretty much all their packaging is cut out. Well, just three of the things, the blushes and this, and I'm like, oh god, why couldn't they just give me regular packaging, like this one? This is the Drama Bomb bubble bath bar. So yeah, this worries me. That's the only thing that worries me. Other than that, the packaging on the actual palette is super cute. The back says the Powerpuff Girls pressed powdered palette. Townsville has an eye safety warning, like an asterisk. Super Friends, Girls Rock, The Fashionistas, Silencio, Slislo. I don't know what the hell to pronounce that shit. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's weird. But it's about 4 of them. So it's 1, 2, 3, and no, actually it's more. 3, 4, 5 of them that have eye safety warnings. I'm going to take it out of the packaging and I'm going to show you guys which one is it. Because I know I used 2 of those today. So it is an eye safety warning, of course. When you get it out of the packaging, this is all 3 of the girls. Look at Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup. Buttercup was my girl right there. She's a badass right there. Tomboy kicking everybody's butt. And when you open it up, it has this mirror. And the mirror is protected by a film. I'm going to tell you guys straight off the bat that this is the same size as the Limoncello palette. I was comparing them earlier and I was like, this is exactly the same. Exactly the same sizing, the same exact sizing of each of the shadow pan, just so you guys know. And the mirror is the same size, everything to the T, like exact same. Just in case, if you guys have the Limoncello palette, this same thing. You guys don't get surprised when you open it up and you're like, oh look, the palette, the shadow palette sizes are bigger, and it's the same thing as the Limoncello. So these are the tones in here. I have to say that for the most part, I like these bright neon shades. Like, I like the tones that they picked for, blue, green, this pink, and the orangey type of tones because that's Blossom right there. But I kind of don't like these 3, even though I'm a real big fan of shimmers, don't get me wrong. I just feel this one right here didn't do it for me. This one right here is called Crime Fighting. And it is this like light, super light caramel brown. I feel like that wouldn't work for anyone. No one. Not even one lighter, even as a transition shade. It's just too light. I would have killed for a deepening shade. If every girl has black on them, basically black belt, black shoes, Buttercup has black hair, like, why couldn't you give us a black at least? Or maybe a dark brown, an espresso brown. Something as a deepening shade, right? That's all I'm asking. That's the only thing that bothers me about this palette. Everything else is cute. Obviously, I'm going to use a different palette for deepening shade now because you didn't give me a deepening shade. All you gave me was these bright, bold, I don't know how to even refer to it. But I'm just done. I'm done, okay? Because even though I like this look, I feel like I can't create several looks that are just not going to be practical. Practical is what I'm going for. I love bright and bold. Don't get me wrong. You're going to see a lot more color on this channel than anything else. But like, some days I just want to be a basic bee, please. I just want a brown and a pop of color. Just like a smidge. And okay, so I'm going to stop rattling. I'm going to tell you guys, this is the one that has the eye safety warning, right? Townsville is a shimmer with glitter. I used it all over my lid right here. That's it. And then the next one that has an eye safety warning would be Super Friends. Which one is that one? This one, obviously it's a glitter too. That's a blue glitter. And then you have Girls Rock, which I did use today. That's that orangey tone you guys see right here. This one right here is the Fashionistas, which is a really neon pink. I'm assuming it's for the the dye in there. And then you have, I don't know if that's silico, whatever the heck, that green. That green I had such a hard time with. It did not work for me. But those are the ones that have the, eye safety warnings as far as that goes. And you guys already know I do the swatches for the palette last. So just always look in the description box if you guys want to jump to the actual, because I do live swatches. I do one by one, break them down. So I'm going to start with this thing right here, which is the Drama Bomb Bubble Bath Bar. Now, I thought this was a bath bomb. Isn't it a bath bomb? Look at this. They're kicking Mojo Jojo's butt right there. Let me tell you guys that Mojo Jojo is like my guy. He was like my villain, my all-time favorite. You guys get it? Like, Buttercup's green and he's green too. And it's like, they were both my favorite in the show. I don't know. I just liked his attitude, the way he carried himself. He was always so sure of himself. That guy didn't think he was going to get his ass whooped all the time. So when you open it up, this is it right here. It's like a star. It's got a bunch of little light blue specks. But you guys, this smells amazing. It smells floral. Like daisy, rose. I don't know, but that sounds awesome. I'm not even sure if I'm going to use this. It does have a nice little design of like bubbles. I don't know. I can't remember where that unicorn is from. I haven't watched the show in so long, but it has Blossom. It has an octopus. This really, really cute packaging, They did a really good job on it. So next I'm going to move on to the Day is Saved Roller Gloss Kit. And this is basically a little gloss of each one of the girls. I do have Buttercups on. I'm not going to do swatches for it, you guys, because they're clear. It's worthless to do swatches. They're clear. Like, there's no pigmentation whatsoever. But I do have, because when you slide it out, it's like one of those ones where it could fall easily in the back if I went like this. But they have each one of the girls. So I'm going to show you guys one by one. This is the one for Blossom. It's just very pink. Very pretty. Each one has a scent, though. I did notice that. So I think the back has it. So Blossom is watermelon. And it does smell like watermelon. It actually smells more like cotton candy to me. And like I said, look, I'm going to do one for you guys. I have Buttercup, but like, look. There is no, it's not even like a tinge. It's not like a lip oil that they just add a tinge of color to it and you just can't see it. This one has no color, like nothing. So that's why it's not worth doing it. And then, like I said, I have Buttercup. And Buttercup is just all green. It's very pretty. This one smells like green apple. And that's what I was noticing earlier when I was putting it on. I was like, this smells like something. And I just couldn't pin my nose to it, to what it smells like. It doesn't taste like green apple, just so you guys know. It doesn't taste, none of them taste like anything, but you could smell the green apple in there, and it just makes your lips look so dewy, so freaking juicy. Like, oh, I love it. And it's like, nostalgia. Do you guys like this type of thing? It's gonna take you back and like, I don't know about you guys, but I grew up on these, the little butterfly clips. The freaking spray with the glitter that we were like put all over ourselves. We wanted to look like magical fairies up the butt. I grew up on that type of stuff. I was one of those type of girls. So I don't know. And then this one lastly is Bubbles. Now Bubbles was my second favorite character. She was just so freaking bubbly with her personality. It's like almost, I want to say like an airhead type of feel, but I don't want to call her dumb, but she was all the time so innocent up here, the way she spoke. But when you made her mad, it was funny. So I don't know, I enjoyed her. Hers is, oh God, that smells so good. Hers is blue raspberry, and yeah, honestly, I love them. Okay, so next we're going to move on to these 3 shadow sticks that they have here. Now, like I said, Mojo Jojo was my guy. He was my favorite villain out of the 3. They do have Princess Morbucks and him. Now, I would say Mojo Jojo was always my favorite, and then Princess Morbucks was like my second favorite because she looked like this little badass redheaded princess. Or queen. I don't know. But I don't know. I didn't really like him that much. He kind of freaked me out. He looked like a red devil. I don't know. Like Santa Claus, right? It was like a Santa Claus / elf, red devil sort of guy. I don't know what the heck him was, but it freaked me out as a kid. I was like, what is that? So these are the three. I'm going to give you guys little arm swatches of these, you know, because these can get arm swatched. They do. I took out Mojo Jojo right here. So this one is it says Powerpuff Girls times Colourpop, and it says Mojo Jojo color stick, and it says cruelty free. So when you take it out, it comes like this. It's a twistable. You twist it from here, not from down here. This doesn't do anything. I tried to see if it had like a sharpener like the other ones, but no, it doesn't have any sharpener. It's seriously just a twist up. And I'm just going to give you guys real quick little swatches right here. And then, you know, show you guys one by one. So that's Mojo Jojo right there. Very metallic apple green. That's the one I have right here. Super pretty on its own. Like, oh God, why wouldn't you want it, right? Next, I'm going to do Princess Morbucks. This is a super blue. Look at this. This is a metallic blue. All of these are like metallics, you guys. If you guys like these, look at that. Oh, I love that shade. That is a beautiful blue. Like, are you joking? And it is like a shimmer. They almost have like a glitter shimmer to it. You could tell it has like glitter in it. It looks super pretty in person though. Lastly, I'm going to do him right here. This one looks like almost like a coral red. I don't know why. Oh my God, that's gorgeous. That is a gorgeous tone. And those are all three shades, you guys. Look how beautiful those are. Now I'm going to move on to this right here. This is from 4th Ray Beauty. It's called Ultra Superpowers Lip Mask Duo. There are two in here. I'm assuming they're both lip masks. Yeah, they're both lip masks. Now, I wasn't too crazy about this at first when they first like announced it. These were one of those type of things that doesn't really call to me. But since it already came in the, you know, actual collection, that's when I thought about getting them. So they're basically come like this, right? One is blue, one is pink, overnight lip mask, it says. One is called Everything's Nice, and this is called Sugar and Spice. This one has a little unicorn on top. Now, I don't remember where that unicorn plays a part in this show, so don't ask me. I can't remember, and I was thinking about watching the show again just to remember, get my brain moving again. I don't know, but I just wanted to show you guys that. This one says cruelty free and vegan, and it does have a little cap, like a little film that protected it. It just fell off right now. I'll get it right now. This smells like cotton candy, you guys. It does feel super almost like gliding smooth, like coconut hydrating. I don't even know what the heck. Let me try this on my lips. I took off my lip gloss. It tastes sweet. That makes sense. It says sugar, right? Sugar and spice. It tastes like sugar and spice. Do you know what this tastes like? Like sugar with allspice, spice, like spices, you know? Sort of like nutmeg or maybe an allspice one. That's what it tastes like. And if you guys know, if you cook and bake, you guys know what I'm talking about. Like what allspice or nutmeg smells like. That's what it tastes like. It's really weird to explain, but that's what the heck it smells like. It's weird. I was like, I wasn't expecting that because I'm like, oh, that does. It does taste like. So let me take this off and we're going to try on this other one. It's just everything nice. That's all it says. Ooh, this one smells like vanilla. And it's got sparkle in it. It's got shimmer in it. Oh, I love that. So this is the Everything's Nice one. The pink one. This tastes like sugar and vanilla. Like it smells like vanilla. That's what it smells like to me anyways. So it's pretty. These are definitely good for if you like those type of lip masks from them. I think I only have like one other one. I have the Mulan one, and that's it. So I'm not huge on this type of product, but it's not bad either. It smells really nice, and especially this one. The sugar and spice one, like you could taste the sugar and the spices in there. So that one's really cute. If you like vanilla, sugar type of taste and smells, then definitely go for the pink one. But I don't even think they're selling those separately. They're just selling them together, I think, as a set. But just in case you do like it, I do recommend it. I think it's cute, okay? Real quick, I want to show you guys these little barrettes that came with it, the hair clips. Now, my little 2-year-old was like all over them. She was like trying to get to them. And she looked at mine because I had my Buttercup on and she was all over it. She was like pointing to her hair like, Mom, put this in my hair. And I was like, we're not doing it yet. And she just put on her little sad face like, well, Mommy, we'll let you have one when we're done with the video, okay? Because I have no problem. I know a lot of people were commenting that some people didn't feel comfortable wearing these or whatever because, you know, we're all old as hell. I don't know. I'm 39 and I have no problem wearing these hair clips. If you makes you feel old or whatever, I can't really help you there. It's to each their own, right? Whoever feels comfortable, whether you're using this or like, it's up to you completely. I find nothing wrong with it, you know. If someone's going to come and tell me, you know, lady, you're too old to be wearing this, I'm like, middle finger, dude. Middle finger. Is it on your hair? Is it on your hair? No, it's not. Okay? Mind your business. Okay? Let me wear my Buttercup clips. But definitely, I have all these girls over here, so let's not let it go to waste anyways, okay? It's already there. And like I said, this is the one from Buttercup. That's the ones I have on my hair. I took it off and I started wearing them right away. I was like, we're doing it today. Okay, so now we move on to both of the blushes. One is called Saving the World. The other one is called Fighting Crime. And they have the exact same little cutout thing that I just said I don't like, but this is the one that's called Fighting Crime. It does say Fighting Crime in the back, like right here in green. And this one, I believe one is like a peachy type of shade. Very light peachy, by the way. It looked more neon orange on the site. And then when I saw it in person, it didn't look that dark. But the pink didn't come to play. This is the Fighting Crime one, okay? And look how bright and bold that pink is. It does have a mirror. The mirror is covered with a film on it. And it's a matte formula. So it's just a straight up bright pink matte blush. Okay. If you love matte blushes, you are going to love this one right here. Because I know I'm a matte type of person. I am going to do swatches for you guys on my hand. On the back of my hand. And I'm also going to do swatches on my cheek. Because we're going to do it. Okay. So real quick, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys a swatch right here on my hand. And I'm going to show it to you guys before we move on to the cheek. Because I'm going to basically do one on one cheek and then one on the other cheek. So you guys can get to see both of them. But before I move to that, I'm going to show you guys real quick the Saving the World, the other blush. This is how this one comes. And in the back it just says Saving the World. And then when you take it out of here, this is how it comes right here. Like I said, just like the other ones, it says Saving the World in the back as well. I think it's cute how different types of colors. See how it says Saving the World, Saving the World? Same thing with this one right here. Look, it was green in the back and this one is pink in the front on the actual palette. I thought that was weird. But this is the peach tone that I was talking about. See how online it looked like this super neon gold, like neon orange, straight up neon orange. I was here for it. But in person, it's actually a lot lighter than what I thought it would be. But either way, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add that pink shade right here. And I'm going to add the peach one on this one. And you guys are just going to see me doing basically a little quick application of both of them, a demonstration. And then I'm going to talk about it after I'm done. You guys won't see me talking as I'm applying both of the blushes. You guys are just going to see it like go fast forward and me applying both blushes. And then after that, I'll slow it down to talk to you guys about it, whether I like either one of them. Okay, so we're going to do that real quick. So definitely you guys can see, obviously that's super freaking pigmented right there. That one did not come to play. This one is still good, especially if you like a more subtle one. It obviously still shows up. On someone lighter, this is definitely going to pop a lot more than it did on me. On someone darker skin tone, I definitely recommend that bright pink Fighting Crime. That one is like, oh God, girl. It is good. And it's like, this one a little goes a long way. You guys saw how I applied it, and I didn't tap it off. But if you definitely are lighter than me, you need to tap, tap, tap. I'm not even playing. Tap, tap, tap. On me, I was able to buff it out some. And even then, like, ooh, it did not come to play right. Like, you guys can see it. That one too, you can still see it really good. So definitely the peach one is for people who are like light to medium. I would really recommend light to medium. You can still tap, tap, tap. Okay, I'm not playing. I'm stressing on the tap. You're gonna have to do that. So Saving the World, definitely. You know, look, it is like light to medium. Even on me, you know, tan skin, it'll still work. You can still see it. It's just not as bright as I like them. I like them bolder. I just like 80s prostitute vibes. I just like my stuff to show, right? This one is gonna look so beautiful on darker skin tones. I feel like it's just, oh, it's pigmented to love, and I love that they added that, because Colourpop for the longest time be giving us these little light shades. Like, who is that light? Who are you trying to make blush for? Casper, the friendly ghost? What the hell is this? It won't even show up on my butt. And I'm like, okay, if it doesn't work for me, and I'm smack dab in the middle of, you know, darker and lighter, I'm like in the middle. So if it doesn't work for me, it's not going to work for someone darker. It'll probably work for someone lighter. But even then, some of these shades are too light. They wouldn't even work for Casper the Friendly Ghost. That's what I'm telling you guys. Like, who are they making blush for, Colourpop? Who? Because it's not my chicken nugget ass. So real quick, you guys, I forgot to give you guys swatches. Let me do Fighting Crime first. I'm going to just apply this to my arm right here. This is that Fighting Crime one. This is that bright, bold fuchsia that's on this side. So you guys can see. Honestly, I thought they were mattes, but now that I'm swatching them, they kind of look like they do have a hint of shimmer in there. I don't know. Look how intense that is. That's so freaking pretty, right? Then next, I'm going to go in with Saving the World right here. And this one is just that bright, bold peach tone. So it's like, it looks like a corally peach. I don't know why, but here, look at. Those are both of the shades right there of the blushes that come in this collection, okay? So now let's move on to the palette. Okay, so this is the palette, and like we already went through everything and we talked about all the nitty gritty of the whole palette, okay? We're just gonna jump right to the swatches. We ain't got time to play for this. Ain't nobody got time for this, okay? So I'm gonna start right here in this corner with Townsville, and we're gonna go straight across each of the rows until we get to the end of this palette, okay? Townsville is a straight up, very thick kind of glitter. I thought it was a shimmer with glitter, but honestly, now I'm thinking it's just a straight up, very thick type of formula glitter. But it does look like it has shimmer, right? It does look like in the background there's like this very intense glare of a shimmer. And then it has this very chunky glitter all throughout it. Like, it's super beautiful in person. You guys gotta see it to really appreciate it, because I put it on and I was like, ooh, hot night. This is the one. This is the one. So next we have Professor Utonium. I like this one. This is the one that I use as my transition shade, as my inner corner highlight, okay? This one is just a very pearlesque type of pink shimmer, and it does have little tiny like, I want to say like a shimmer, sort of micro glitter type of shimmer in there. But look at that pearlesque pink. Like, it looks super pretty, right? I love it. I think it's cute. Next, we got the Mayor. The Mayor is such a beautiful type of gold, type of bronze, type of shimmer. I don't know. It's very pretty still. Look. I just feel like it has enough of subtlety between that gold and that bronze. And it's a shimmer, so it's buttery smooth. I still like it. Then you have Crime Fighting over here. I don't like Crime Fighting, honestly. I don't feel like it would do anyone any good. And it does have a little heart indentation in the palette. I don't know if I mentioned that. Like, it's a super nude, right? Super light brown nude. To me, that's not gonna work for me. It might work for someone lighter than me, you know, as a transition shade, whatever. They might like it, but I feel like for me, it's kind of a worthless color. And that's just my opinion. You can not agree with me if you don't want to. But it did have a little heart right there. Some of them have, this one has a star. And then this one has a little flower right there. In the next row, we have Pocket Oats. And this is the one that says, I said that it has a flower. This is my transition shade one. And it's super pretty. Look at that. It's like a corally pink type of matte. Then you have Frenemy. This one looks like a duochrome. It looks like an orange with maybe like a bold coral pink shift. Looks super pretty in person. Then you have Chemical X. This is that green that I was talking about. It's like a very bold, intense green. But definitely recommend wetting your brush for this one or using your finger, because this is a finger, and look, that's as intense as it shows up when you apply it to your eye. If it's your finger. If it's your brush, does not show up like that. Super Friends. This one is a blue. This is a blue glitter. Ooh, I like this. Nobody told me about this one. So it looks blue. It's not blue. It has a very clear type of black background. And the colors of the chunks of glitter in here are purple. It's basically like iridescent, right? They give off different colors. So it's like purple, blue, gold, green, and all those yummy colors in there. It's just so pretty. It looks very ethereal. Just magical. It just looks magical. I don't know why I'm like regretting not using that glitter, even though I have a glitter technically. You already know when there's a glitter, it's like I cannot not use it. Like I have to use it. It's a glitter. I have to use it. But that one's cute. In the next row we have Girls Rock. This is a super bold, intense neon orange matte. Y'all see that? Oh! I'm telling you, when I added that to my eye, I was like, whoo! The Fashionistas. This one is just another neon pink matte. Quite a bit of fallout, you guys. Just so you guys know, when I'm like trying to rub my finger in the pan, it has a lot of fallout on there. Silico. This one is a green matte. I don't know what it was with this one. I tried to get it to work underneath on my bottom lid. But it might be that it just needs a really good primer, and it'll make it pop a lot more on right now. Obviously, it did not show up like that on my eye. But hopefully someone else has better luck with that one. It did not work for me. Rowdy Rough Boys. I love this one. This is just a very intense blue. It does feel dry and gritty to the touch, and kind of shows up a little bit patchy. Now, if you were a true fan of the show, tell me you don't remember the Rowdy Rough Boys, which was the complete opposite of the Powerpuff Girls. They were just Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup in boy form. I love the heck out of those boys. So that's pretty much all of the swatches of this palette. I think it's a cute palette. Honestly, it's very pretty. It's very nostalgic. This is a collectible for anyone who loved the Powerpuff Girls, who loves Colourpop in general. That's the only thing that bothered me about this palette, is that you could have gave me a deepening shade. Just one. Like, I don't even need much, right? I am not a needy person. It's just one little tone. You could have gave me a dark brown or a black, and I don't know, it's a lot of light and not enough dark, and I want dark. That's all I'm saying. Okay, other than that, I love the heck out of everything in this collection. I think it's cute. I love the roller gloss, even though it has no color, but still, like, it smells amazing. And really, what it comes down to is it's collectible. At the end of the day, this is a collectible, you guys. It is Colourpop. It is Powerpuff Girls. And if you love Powerpuff Girls, you gotta get it, okay? So that's pretty much it, you guys. If you guys want to see how I created this look today, then just stay tuned. Okay, you guys, so for my first color, I'm going to go in with Pokey Oats right here. Pokey Oats is very, I want to call it like a corally peach matte. That's basically what it is. It's fairly light on my skin tone, but it does the job just just as well. And that's the one you guys are going to see me use as my transition shade, okay? Next, I went in with Townsville right here. And Townsville is this very champagne gold shimmer, and it has glitter in it. So it's not completely a shimmer, but it's definitely not completely a glitter that I can see it. It has a very chunky base. Like I said, it has glitter in it. Obviously, it's going to make a shimmer seem more chunkier and more flaky at the same time, because I do get a little bit of fallout. So I do have chunks of little glitter that just like made it to my cheeks. And I have some right here, even near my lips, like... The fallout is real. If you do your eyes before your face, I think you should be, you know, okay. It's just in my case, because I do everything backwards. It's like, it's there, okay? There's no saving me from that. It's too late for me. Save yourself. So that's what you guys are going to see me do. I'm just going to take it on my finger and apply it over my entire lid right here, okay? So now I went in with this color right here called Girls Rock, and it is such a beautiful, like, super intense neon orange. You guys can see it right there, like, ugh. It didn't come to play, and I love it. So I just basically took that and I applied it right here in this corner and then down here, and I just created that little, you know, wing out to the out here. I mean, it's not everybody's thing, but obviously it's a very beautiful, bold type of coral orange type of color, and I'm living for it. I'm here for it. It's really pretty. So that's basically what you're gonna see me do, okay? Okay, so now I'm going to take Chemical X right here, which is a very lime type of shimmery green. I will tell you that I want to recommend that you spray the brush before you apply it. I applied it dried. It still shows up, but it's super, like, pathetic light. Like, it doesn't show up. What you see on my eye right now is a combination between that color and this, Color Stix Mojo Jojo. This is a metallic green. This one's super pretty. I added that on top of that shade that you're going to see right now. So I'm going to add Chemical X, which is from the palette, the one that I just showed you. And then on top of that, I'm going to add this right here, which is just a metallic green shadow stick, basically. And it just, I don't know, it gave it an intensity, because the other one, after maybe 2 minutes, just like died down. The one from the palette is not really that good. This one just like added on top of that. It just like, oh God, look at this. It mixes in with that prior green and just makes it pop so bad. So that's basically what you guys are going to see me do. I'm going to apply this with a brush, this one right here. And then on top of that, I'm going to go back in with that shadow stick. Because like I said, I did give it time. I gave it like a good 2-3 minutes before I noticed that it wasn't just doing it for me. It was dying down completely. So I would really recommend maybe wetting your brush. Maybe that'll help it a little. I didn't want to do all that. So I just opted to completely, you know, use the dry brush. And then I noticed it wasn't doing it. And then I just added the shadow stick on top of that. But definitely try using the wet brush. Maybe you might not need to buy this at all. Just, you know, just in case. But that's basically what you guys can see me do, okay? And then finally, for my inner corner highlight, I used Professor Utonium. I couldn't even pronounce that dang thing. So it is just a very pinky, peachy tone shimmer, and it does have micro glitters in there because you can see them all over the place. But it's a very pretty, I want to call it, it's almost comparable to this one, but it's just a shimmer tone. It's not really glitter or shimmer, but it's so pretty. I like it. So that's the one you guys can see me do. I'm just going to apply it there using my finger like always, okay? So that's pretty much it, you guys. Let me go put on some mascara and some black in my waterline, and I'll be right back to give you guys a close-up, okay? So this is the finished eye look today, you guys. Hopefully you guys like it. I like this palette. It's very cute, very colorful, nostalgic, obviously. It's for anyone who loved the Powerpuff Girls growing up like I did. And it's like, it's a collectible. Honestly, it's a collectible. That's what it really comes down to. Do you like Powerpuff Girls? And that's why you buy it, right? So I'm gonna back you guys out, and then I'll come back to give you guys my final thoughts on this palette. Okay, you guys, so I'm back. I want to tell you guys that although I do like the colors are very pretty in here, I just feel that they're too light for me. I would have wanted them to add a couple of other colors. I like this whole row right here. I just feel that you can only need a certain amount of shimmers. I like the shimmers that they did give me, but these two in particular, I think I like the Mayor. But Crime Fighting right here is a very light camel tone, like a camel brown matte. I feel if they would have took that one away and they would have gave me like a deepening shade, I just feel that's the only thing that's missing out of this palette, a deepening shade. Why not, you know? Buttercup's hair is black right there. Everything in their little outfits, they have black on all their outfits. Why not add a black or a dark brown even? But they had to do Crime Fighting, and Crime Fighting is not going to be useful for anyone. I don't even think that'll work for someone lighter than me, let alone someone my color or darker. That is like a worthless tone. It's one of those ashy type of light caramel types of brown that don't work for me. Definitely, they will disappear in the background, so they're worthless to me. All the other shades in here I like. I tried to use Slice, but it didn't really show up. Before I used that one, I used Slice. So Slice might be one of those ones where I'm just gonna have to do a primer, like, you know, like a lay down a cut crease before you apply it. I haven't seen anybody else use it, so I wouldn't know if it works for sure or not. I know that this one's really pigmented. That one's still good and everything like that. I know the blue is not gonna let me down because you can tell. You can just tell it's gonna be there. But that green kind of worries me in a way, and definitely that shimmer green did die down some. It did show up more of like an off gold rather than a green, intense green anyways, as intense as it looks in here. So it might be just you need to wet the brush. Like I said when I mentioned it in the tutorial, wet your brush, maybe that might help it. I didn't do that. I just applied it on dry and it kind of sucks. It applies a lot better with a finger. I did discover that after the fact when I was like, oh, it applies better with a finger. But I know a lot of people don't like to use their finger. They just prefer the brush. So take a risk. Either wet your brush and do it that way, or if you want that, obviously that tone in there, then you're going to have to use your finger. Because there's just no going around that anymore. I just noticed it doesn't show up. Definitely, I have everything in this collection, so I will be showing you guys the rest of the stuff in here in the beginning, like I always do. We're going to do swatches and everything. So I'm going to let you guys go, okay? Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you've been notified each and every time I upload a new video. And until next time, stay warm, stay blessed, and stay magical. Bye, you guys.